I guess we'll wait for Divine to do that. But and I guess while we're on that, Ripley, not Ripley,
Mm-hmm.
but Bass. How can you do that, man? Like you're usually so like composed. Like
Ripley, is he tricking me? Is he tricking
I'm
me?
no, I'm
Yeah,
just
he
doing
doesn't. He doesn't
I'm,
have to. He
I don't.
doesn't have to answer that.
No, I'm not answering shit, Malt. I'm not falling for your tricks.
It's not a trick. You're
Listen,
typically very well.
God damn
composed.
it. All right. I get you trying to do your job. All right. But I'm not answering that question. With all the respect.
Listen, Bass is answering questions about how he performed today when faced with a suspect who is batshit crazy out of his mind, thinks he's a cat. So
Yes.
you got to frame the context of the situation and the questions off of the fact that he was dealing with an insane person in an insane situation, a
Absolutely.
non-cooperative and, in my opinion, borderline combative one.
I mean, this guy's plan is to break into Mission PD and take a shit in the doghouse
So
here.
they're trying to frame me out, Furion,
You
as
deal with somebody
a,
who doesn't
someone-
believe they're a human being.
All right. Give me just a moment here. I'm just gonna go over the statement one more time of what he said to see if we missed anything that might need to be covered.
Yeah, Furion.
I guess these are just general questions. There were several allegations made, not by Mr. Eastside specifically, but of his
Friends?
friends. Yes, that you may have a vendetta against him. I guess. Do you have
No.
a-
I think that their friends is actually, or the Roosters Rest of the ranch. I've been harassed nonstop. Mr. Buddha has basically stated, you low IQ, bald, ugly, dumb motherfucker, you pile of shit has more of a meaning in life than you, bitch. And I've had 25 constant missed calls from him. He's spamming my
Bass
phone
actually came up
nonstop.
to me when I came on duty. He wanted to complain about this guy trying to ring his phone off the hook to annoy him.
Yeah, it won't
because he
stop.
hates
I
him.
wish I can't block the phone number. I wish I
Right.
can.
So any employees of that guy are going to have an obvious bias to or motive to.
Of course. I just want to confirm that you don't have any sort of inherent bias.
No, I think
against
they
them.
had Claude Eastside, the cat, trying to spy on me. That's why he was playing off. He was looking for catnip, but he was getting my trunk trying to get information on me. I think that was their plan, because there was an incident yesterday with the Roosters Ranch with a shots fired nearby, and I arrested them. One Barry Svensson that works at the Roosters Ranch, and I got a call from Mr. Buddha saying I was harassing him. When that's not the case, I was just doing my job. I think there's a personal vendetta here. They're trying to go after me.
Okay, so you think that they're targeting you specifically?
Absolutely. I also have Claude Eastside in my trunk, right? Why me? It could have been any PD car that was parked there, but he picked mine.
Was I know you have your own personal car, but just confirm. Do you have just the standard CVPI configuration?
ask him
with your call sign
something.
on top.
Correct.
Okay.
I changed that due to the fact that there's been multiple threats made toward my life. Also, I was wearing a disguise at one point. I was wearing dreads and a beard.
I believe I saw that when I walked in today.
Yeah, they made multiple threats against my life, so I'm trying my best to kind of keep my head down and ride with a buddy. So if anything happens, I have backup.
All right.
Were there any comments or you know, you guys talking amongst each other about killing me, Furion?
Ripley, do I answer that?
I will say we've talked to Soze. So
I talked to Soze, and we had a plan, but we didn't go with it.
so you did discuss.
No, I mean, I'm saying we had a plan, and we didn't go with it. Simple as that.
Did you reiterate that plan in front of me, Furion?
No, I was doing it on the phone far away. So I don't know how the hell he heard me then.
So he did hear you.
No. I mean, I was far away. It's not possible. It was 2 airlocks away from him. Unless he's got cat ears and he can hear far away.
Maybe he's actually a cat.
I mean, if he's a cat, why is he be treated like a human then?
That's true enough.
If he's actually a cat, why is he pressing charge against me, right?
Maybe he heard that Bass was saying something, but he didn't know exactly what the words were, so his mind filled in the rest.
Did you ever blindfold Mr. Eastside at any point?
I was trying to wipe the water on from his eyes. That's all I did. I used a
So-
cloth to basically remove the wetness from the mask, I guess.
And this was up north, not in Sandy then?
No, this one we were trying to escort him out of the place.
Listen, the guy basically lives in a plastic cat mask. I'm sure that thing is sweaty and disgusting. So,
So, Divine, is there anything in the locker that might be relevant to what happened here?
No, nothing relevant.
here we
Yes.
go.
Well, I guess can I talk with you two outside then real quick, and we'll see if we could wrap this up.
All right.
I mean, he copped it being there, but in the end, I think it's still coming down to a he said, she said.
He admitted to.
I mean, he admitted to striking, but that's a far. It's a far one punch, one kick. Would you consider that torture? Excessive, maybe. He admitted that it was in a fit of rage, shall we say?
It's assault and battery. He was in handcuffs during the whole fucking thing. So I mean,
Yeah.
he's beating the shit out of a handcuffed suspect.
Yeah, that's true too. And then he lied about. No, he didn't lie, but he admitted it from the report, which.
Unlawful imprisonment. Fucking. I mean, because at that point he's not a fucking suspect, right? I mean,
He said he
Yeah,
was.
he's-
He said he was interrogating him about what he heard. So I guess the question comes down to: Do we have to interrogate someone in an interrogation room? I would argue no, but that's still a very like fishy situation to be doing that in. Is it officer discretion where we interrogate people? I think that's a command plus question, Divine.
I think it's pretty simple. An interrogation happens in a fucking police room.
Sir, what's your thoughts on?
It's bad. This is really bad. We need to get the district attorney involved and leave it up to
Because
them
that's his Mirandai statement.
internally. This is Miranda's statement. I want to see what the district attorney wants to do with this. He should definitely be suspended from MCD pending the investigation / hearing. From there, we can figure out what to do with him once a verdict is met.
What about from the police force?
From the police, well, I would say yes, but my issue is our court cases are scheduled so far out in advance, Divine,
Yeah,
that
I know.
I don't know if I want to remove a cop for 27 days.
Yeah, I know.
Pending a hearing, and then remove
yeah.
him for 27 more days after the
I
hearing.
know. I get that.
So best option for us is to let the DA know. If the DA wants to press charges, we'll go from there and figure out what to do after the charges are pressed. If they don't want to touch it, then we can figure out something internally. He's definitely going to have to take some courses, and yeah, his job's in line with this.
What I mean, we still have to get Dante's statement, but he's basically claiming
Yes.
that Dante was acting under his orders. So, what do you want done about him if he's
Same
essentially
with
given some
Dante. He's going to
sort-
have to be suspended. He'll also have to wait for his court hearing. He just should not be touching any type of investigational work with a 10-foot pole.
Okay, so basically, just write it all up and let the DA decide everything, legally speaking.
Yeah, I've tried to email both the DA and the ADA, but
I
they're
see that, yeah.
unavailable. So whenever one of them does reply with something tangible, I'll pass this information out to them, see what they recommend. I'm gonna hold off on telling the mayor until I don't know, more of this is looked into, but we got Bass in there pretty much saying the whole scoop. So Not really sure what-
he said. The whole thing.
I'm not really sure what to do because basically he's
His
admitting to it.
Mirandai statement is going to confirm.
Right. It's just a matter
Yeah.
of what charges he's gonna be facing.
As far as the mayor aspect, I understand that we probably got to keep her in the loop. But I will say, legally speaking, if we got to be careful about what we say we did with the officers, because then that puts us legally on the hook, from them if they want to go the civil route for releasing their jacket, basically.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
So basically, we may be able to say that they're suspended pending an investigation, or we're looking into some things. But in the past, we received a lot of flack from releasing internal records, shall we say, of what we've done with officers. So I don't know how specific you want to be getting here with the mayor.
Are you talking about like our
Talk about our
strike points and shit? Is that what
We're
you're talking
talking about just our general civil liability. Like, let's say you tell the mayor everything, and then Bass and Dante turn around and sue us for releasing information that we didn't have the authorization to release.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No. No. I'm not planning on telling her everything. In fact, I'd rather wait until the DA figures out what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Because it depends on what they're looking at. It sounds like assault, sounds like unlawful imprisonment.
Assault and battery and unlawful. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, those are misdemeanors. Granted, they're not good misdemeanors, but they're not looking at felony right now. So to see what the DA does, what she presses, and then from there we can figure out the right course of action for these guys. I'm really disappointed, man. I don't know why. I don't know why he would do that and be so upfront about it afterwards. Either he just doesn't care, or he feels like he was in the right doing this. And I don't see what he saw, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I see a couple things here. I see him trying to explain to us why he's trying to protect the information. Number two, he's trying to protect Dante. That's most likely why.
But this information, from my understanding, isn't even really that old, right? How much information was released, I guess, would be my follow-up
mode right now.
Disregarding this interview.
Hi, guys.
I just want to see what actually got out.
According to who we interviewed, up at Sandy, the names of meth strains and Rami's blue house that we know about. So that's probably burned.
Shit.
And something about a subpoena.
Yeah, subpoena as well.
Well, subpoena is fine. We got to serve a subpoena. It's probably the subpoena that I got signed today for Carl Johnny Black. It's got to be signed before we get his bank records. It's got to be handed to him and served before we even get his bank records, according to the judge.
Can we?
They changed that.
Yeah, that's what they told Dante today.
Who needs to sign it? The judges?
No.
We
Okay,
need
let me
to
rephrase.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we need
we're
to
in
serve
mode.
it before getting his actual bank records. Now.
Love you.
So.
Thank you very much, Ron. You're amazing.
So that's not a big deal, pretty much. Is what I'm saying. If it gets out
That's
there,
so much fun.
Who's the head of the
Go,
Rami thing?
Hold on
I
a second.
don't even know what he's
the
talking about.
Rami shit, I
honestly.
have no fucking clue about. I think that might have
Okay.
been something he learned today or some shit.
Yeah, we got to figure out which officers are responsible for that.
Are you
The
still-
I think probably Malton. We should probably talk to him and get every single detail that came out of his and Dante's mouths about investigations and go from there.
Yeah.
Sir Connor, thank you very much.
I guess the thing is, yeah, it's suspended from MCD. Obviously, that makes sense. But are you wanting to just keep him to patrol for now, then, Bob, or until the DA makes the decision?
Yeah, again, suspend them from all ongoing MCD investigations. Figure out what exactly was leaked, like off the record, so we know what we need to cover. And then we need to wait, figure out what the DA wants to do. Because like I said, I would say definitely he's looking at suspension, but I don't want to suspend an officer for 3 weeks because that's how long it takes for him to get a court case.
Okay. Well,
It's-
then,
or I should say multiple months an officer is going to get suspended and for what, because he's going to end up getting more trouble afterwards once there's a court case. Everyone's going to be like, oh, he's a big doo-doo head, and then it's like he's already been suspended for 3 weeks, but people will be like, that's not enough. So just from a public standpoint, internally, like I said, I'm disappointed. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
This,
Alright.
is, this is a big shit
So
show for
basically,
for major
we
crimes,
fill in
man.
the district. Yeah. We fill in the district attorney. and then we'll go from there.
Well,
Essentially,
we-
for internal
Raven's not gonna be happy.
Yeah, just one of Ravens, guys. So.
Yes. Or the ADA. I know there's a special
All right,
prosecutor.
Nev. All right,
who's doing
Nev.
that,
All
so-
right, I appreciate all the bits, but you're giving money to
full
jump
I
the
don't want to go
fucking.
because it's going to be a telephone game. Special prosecutor's going to be like, okay, I'm
Remote
on this,
mode.
and the DA is going to be like, wait, what's going on? It's just
Yeah.
fuck it. I just tell the DA, have them figure out what they want to do.
All right, I'll let him know he's suspended for major crimes. Pending investigation.
Yeah, and then Dante, I don't know how we're going to handle
He's a
that, 'cause-
probationary detective.
Mhm.
Uh,
Just probably schedule a meeting with him tomorrow. Make sure
are
that
you
he
fine
knows.
with Dark interviewing him if no one's around, just because he's pretty solid all around?
I'll
or
be around tomorrow morning.
You'll be around
but I'll-
tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
then
try
never
to be.
mind.
Mac, you're around all the time. You can be around tomorrow.
Yeah. I will be around.
Okay. As long as somebody lets them know. Again, spend it all major crimes. I like for them to. I don't know how I'm going to force this, but I would prefer for them to be partnered up with somebody that's with them, at least hold them accountable, and also be their backup in case I don't know, one of these guys decides that they're hunting him now.
So basically, when they come on patrol, they have to be partnered with somebody.
They should be for their own safety and to hold them accountable until we figure out what to do.
At the very least, do you want me to talk to Toretti about use of force retraining as well internally?
We should figure that out.
We'll
after the
figure
court
all that
case.
out after the district attorney gets
Okay.
hold of everything.
Yes, I do see sensitivity training. I see, if they ever decide to, or if they ever get the opportunity to be a detective again in this city, they're gonna have to go through a good bit of training to make sure this doesn't happen again. Because I mean, I got troopers on my ass saying that this was awful. I get the mayor up my ass. I got the 7-8 different civilian reports. This has been a fucking disaster today. All right, good work.
Yeah, we had Ron all over the fucking scene too. I don't know if he was up your
Yeah.
ass.
Nope, not yet. I'm sure that's going to be great. Yep. So,
Yeah.
Mac and Zone, good job following up on that stuff. And Malton, John, I appreciate you guys coming into the city to figure this out. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I don't have time to fucking sit there and play which one of my cops took a poo-poo on the front lawn when there's a fucking idiot every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for Divine, but I'm more than happy to come in for things like this, just to especially get our own house in order.
Yeah. All right. Let me go. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Let's
go deal
let's
with
go
that.
in there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head back out.
I appreciate it, Bobby.
Demented belief that you're some kind of pet or something, then we have to get you committed. So
Exactly.
Take positions again.
It's all you.
Yeah. Okay. So
What's up?
I need a. Can you go through every single detail of what you said in that car with Dante?
Yeah, sure. We talked about the Raven.
Thanks, Space
strain.
Cowboy.
We got
Appreciate the
lost
1500,
MC in the
man.
meth operation. We talked about the subpoena for KJ, and we talked about the Rico case.
Anything else that comes to mind?
Also, we're looking for
Now,
Rami's
when
house.
when you say the Lost MC operation, do you mean the actual operation or just the?
We
strain?
talked about just their strain and them providing basically meth. And if there was any activity happening regarding Dante, and they're still looking into it.
Did you talk about any tactics to investigate?
No,
the
no,
loss
it
or
was more
anything?
like a sit rep as far as what's happening. Because when I see Dante, I talk to him about things that happen in his shift, and then we could talk about what we can do going forward.
Well, for full disclosure, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say Raven strain, Lost MC operation,
Mm-hmm.
the subpoena for KJ, Rico case, and then what was the last
Mhm.
thing?
Did you talk about any other strains?
Raven and Snail, that's it. And I talked about speeding and caught with meth last night. And he had the Snail strain label on him, baggies.
I'll say up front, this is just for general knowledge, just so you don't make things worse than they already are. Yeah, all that shit's been burned. You're Charlie, Idaho. Probably working with them at this point.
Who's my Charlie Idaho?
AS.
Who's AS?
Come on, do not think about it for 2 seconds.
I don't know who that is. I'm serious.
Okay.
Who is that?
We may have to have a private talk then with Bass after.
Okay.
Wait. Oh my God. Yeah, but you know about that.
I
Divine.
know about that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
We just want you. We just wanted you to know that they.
Yeah,
know
no.
about it.
I mean, I expected that,
Yeah.
right? I expected that. I mean, she's probably gonna go
we're
back.
just
and
trying to
talk
let
them.
you know.
Yeah, we're
that-
just knowing that it's confirmed, basically.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. I already got the information you need from her regarding the bans and the small notes and the mark
Okay.
bills, so we're good. I mean, I'm probably gonna arrest her, and probably raid her property pretty soon. She admitted she admitted to me she had 60 baggies of meth in her apartment complex. So if she wants to play ball, I can play ball too. I'm sure she'll get fired from the Roosters Ranch or the Roosters Rest, whatever that shit is.
All right.
Here it is.
Anybody else got anything to say? And I'll end with what I got to end with.
No, I mean, I said everything I had to say. I got nothing to hide.
I wasn't talking to you, Bess.
I was just trying to think if they mentioned anything else specifically. Oh, right. This Rami and the Blue House. Is that a case that anyone's working, or is this just
No,
info you
no.
learned?
We just saw in his MDW about a house recently, so we're trying to see which one it is.
Oh, so that's a public record that what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a bit of a relief on that front at least.
Yeah, because he bought an AMG, now you bought a house. We're just kind of wondering where the cash flow is coming from.
That's really
Yo,
all I
twat,
had. I
thanks,
guess,
man.
Divine.
Mac, anything you want to?
No, I mean, he's been forthright
Man,
with everything, so
And
I mean-
I just also wanted to say that people
So-
are. Let me finish.
Okay.
I did also want to let you know that it did get brought to us about the summer. I am aware of that as well, but I just want you to know that people are now talking about that, the summer incident.
I mean, it was self-defense, right?
I'm
She
just
pulled the gun on me.
I'm just filling you in. That's all.
No, I appreciate that. Maybe
Now,
you shouldn't pull a gun on somebody when they have a gun pointed at you, you know? Value your life.
I think everybody on our side's good here.
yeah.
Correct, Mac?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm,
good.
Yeah.
All right. Ripley, do you have anything you want to say?
Only that, like I said earlier, the context here matters. All right, Bass was dealing
Of
with
course.
a psychopath who thinks they're a cat. So, and also the person he called for help was Kale Soze, who is a fucking psychopath. So,
Well,
just take that into consideration.
Sam Bass, you are going to be suspended for major crimes, pending an investigation.
Hey, and rightfully so. I respect the
So
investigation.
you will not be in the capacity of a detective.
What about
now.
General Patrol? Am I suspended for them too?
General Patrol. Bob does not want to suspend you for General Patrol.
I
He does not
appreciate
want to
that. Thank
suspend
you,
you
Chief.
from General Patrol because he doesn't know how long it's going to take for anything.
I'm gonna be
So-
very upfront too on my end. Obviously.
However, real quick,
yeah. I'll go ahead.
you are not suspended from General Patrol for now. When
Hmm.
you're getting on patrol, you need to be riding with somebody at all times. Not only for your general safety, but just do it. You need to ride with somebody at all times.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely. I expect to be kidnapped, and the same thing will happen to me that did to, right? You know how criminals are. They operate the same way, right? You took my boy, I'll take you and teach you a lesson.
All I gotta say, Bass, is man, get a lawyer, find something. I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe-
no, I got this. Don't worry. So
Okay.
if that's the case, I'll get my lawyer. He'll file for a full request in your report, your investigation, and I assume everything will be documented, correct?
Everything you said here, all the other statements you have will be documented, and the DA is going to be essentially given that file. We are not going to provide any recommendations. We're not going to nudge. We're not going to wink, wink. We're basically going to say, here's what we have. Do with this what you will. And
All right.
after that, the ball's in their court.
Okay, so I want to bring something up as Bass's advocate. I've been down this avenue before.
Mhm.
This was years ago. I'm sure there's some people still around that remember this, but we have sort of a policy where we tend to want to be careful when there's lawsuits involved, because there is a legal precedent for the Department of Justice to use our own internal discipline if they find it extreme or convincing enough. They will basically use that to convict.
So what I will say real quick about that, I've already talked to Bob about this, about limiting just liability in general and about protecting Bass. Anything that we discussed in here after we walk through that door, that's not going to be making it into the report. The only thing that's going to be in this report that we're handing over is essentially the statements that we've collected, any sort of physical evidence that we may have collected from the scenes, as well as Bass's statement specifically made under Miranda before we walked out that door. Anything about suspension from MCD, needing a partner, being limited patrol, et cetera, none of that is going to be mentioned in this report. And I'll try to talk or get to Vine too, or I'll try to talk with Bob again, because I completely agree. Right. Internal things like that, the public.
I actually have a suggestion on that front. You know, Bass is a well-respected senior member of our police department. I believe that it would help us all and behoove us if we all know the score here. I don't think anyone in this room is confused about exactly what's going on, but I think it would help us if Bass, in the public-facing aspect of this, voluntarily stepped away from his duties of MCD and passed along his caseload to other people and continued patrol, rather than the S word being thrown around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, can I say I'm on leave of absence for MCD?
Divine, that's all you.
Because if we throw that S word out there, then that's going to get picked up, and they're going to go, oh, there you go. If they deemed it worthy of this S word, bam, guilty. Because it's happened to me. I've seen it happen.
I'm going to say this. I've seen officers do worse when I've done.
I think that's good.
But I understand where you're coming from.
I think that's a good way to do it. Ripley's smart.
And ultimately, if he signs a thing saying he's stepping away from any MCD-related activities until this whole thing is wrapped up and signed off by Johnny, then ultimately we end up at the same result. It's just a better look that he signed the document saying that he would step away from it and resume patrol duties.
I think that's really smart.
And
to make it look good. I mean, we got to protect our guys too on the same front, right? We can't treat them like a fucking second-class citizen here.
Same result, better look.
Well, Jack, he is currently suspended pending his investigation. However, if the public is to learn about these details, I will throw that idea by the chief, and if he doesn't have a problem with it, then I don't have a problem with it.
I'll also say this, just so Bass, you could be aware of the score. While we were out there, the mayor did call Bob specifically, and from what I could hear on her end, or on his end rather, it was about this. So the mayor kind of knows.
Yeah,
what
let people complain,
happened.
right? I mean, that's what they do, right?
Ron Arman also knows, so keep your eye on the
paper.
paper.
Of course they went to the news.
I'm just saying, this thing is
I
probably
like how
gonna be
Boss is
public
still
in one way or
confident, though.
another, so just
No,
be
I get that.
prepared
I don't
for
give a
that.
shit, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. I don't give a shit because these people will lie. They will stretch the truth, and they'll spin it into a narrative that fits their own imagination. They have a kind of picture, right? I know the facts.
Yeah, and the poor kitty.
I told you the story. I'm going to stick by it. I know what happened. I have nothing to hide. I'll let you do your investigation, and I hope this can resolve sooner than later. That's all I got.
You may have nothing to hide, but for the love of God, don't talk to anyone in the public without a lawyer.
Yeah, absolutely. What do I do with the constant harassment coming my way from these people? Because they're threatening to kill me. They're harassing me. They've called my phone nonstop. I can't even call somebody without them calling my phone. I had to drop my phone. I had to drop my phone at one point. That way I don't get calls.
I would definitely start taking photographs of your call records, because
I did. I give it to Casanova. There's a report filled already with 27 missed calls from Lang Buddha.
If this does end up going to trial, that could easily aid in your defense. Of course, you also have legal options such as restraining orders, harassment, even maybe criminal threats under the right circumstances. I would advise not trying to push criminal charges against anyone involved in this incident until everything's concluded, just for the
I'm
sake
just going to
of
do me, though,
appearances,
when it comes to general patrol. If I see this guy's committing a crime, I mean, I'm going to do my job, right?
that's all I guess we can expect for any officer, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right,
Yes,
what do we got then?
Divine, anything else we need to handle here?
Let me make one clarification to the chief real quick.
I will say, just from our talks, Tim Collins and Titus Schwinghammer were.
Yeah, Titus Schwinghammer actually witnessed Malfarian being batshit crazy. He even recommended to me that he be 5150'd, the lawyer himself.
You may consider calling him as a witness then, but I will say he has right now the same lawyer as Mr. Eastside, so might be interesting if his statement is needed in court.
I mean, are you guys pressing charges?
As I said before, a file of the statements basically and
Go to
any
DA.
physical evidence we may have is going to be presented to the DA, and we're not recommending anything. We're just saying, hey, this is here if you choose to do something. I will say, of course, off the record, I'm not going to be mentioning any of this in the report. It does sound like you may have committed assault and battery and possibly unlawful imprisonment, though.
Well, okay, I beg to differ. He was under arrest, so it was not unlawful.
That's why I said possibly. Like, I mean, they're both misdemeanors in any extent. I even question it myself. I don't know if we have SOPs that dictate an interrogation has to be done here at Mission Row, but
There's no procedure about it.
that's what. But the DA may want to press it, considering the location it did take place at. I would not be in favor of pushing that charge, though.
Yeah, but at the
They
least,
would
I mean,
probably.
assault and battery is still there if he was handcuffed and you're beating the shit out of him.
No, he was not handcuffed. He was in the chair.
Still,
They-
they'd still, because of the scariness of the location, they'd probably try and push cruel and unusual punishment. Whether they could prove it is a different thing, but that's probably the angle they would go for.
I would say if I was the DA, you're probably looking at bare minimum assault and battery. If she wants to go on a crusade and put on a good public face, she might try for unlawful imprisonment too. I mean, if she really wants to get out there, I guess evidence tampering, but I don't see that flying at all.
I
I
don't
don't
know
see
if it's
how
something like that.
I don't see
Yeah,
how
I
any of
don't-
this could stick. Just say that you were sleepy and you took a nap, and this whole
Yeah,
case should go away.
The burden proof is on them this time, not on me. So.
Just say you got sleepy and there was
Oh,
some
I
other
was
adult
sleeping
cop.
down there, and a cat woke me up, so I beat the shit out of it. That's what happened.
Yep.
I mean,
You
I
were
wouldn't
scared.
say that, Bass. You did give a Mirandized statement here.
No, I'm just. I don't
know,
think you
I-
understand the joke here, Molten.
Yes,
I was trying to follow up on Ripley.
I'm just making sure you understand, Bass. I don't want you committing perjury on us, man.
But
No,
think
no.
about this though. I mean, he took his wheelchair. He couldn't move. He was stuck in the chair. He couldn't get out of there while you're.
He can walk.
Why does he have the wheelchair for?
I don't
Okay.
know. He
Why
was
does he have
walking
a
around
cat
himself.
mask? You know,
All right,
he's a
yeah.
All
psychopath.
right. So,
Why does he pretend to be a cat?
Shh. All right. So, it is suspended pending investigation
Okay.
From Bob himself?
from Bob himself. It's suspended pending investigation
From MCD or both?
from MCD. That's
Okay,
what you need. That you can't say you're taking a leave of absence from MCD. It's been suspended pending
All right.
investigation.
You're gonna make these guys look good out there. That's all I'm saying. They want that.
All right.
Also, do not take any cadets. I'm gonna have to speak to Toretti before you had the green light to do that or not to do that.
I'll
No problem.
As a professional courtesy, though, I think Divine and I will try to fast track a conversation with him because we all know what the cadets
I will
can be
talk to him
like.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because
I will be around tomorrow morning personally, and I will speak to him then so you can get an answer as soon as possible.
I do think you're a great FTO, and I don't think
And that's also what I
yeah.
told Bob is you're a great FTO. So I
I
will
appreciate that, gentlemen. Thank you.
Of course. So I will I will have a conversation with Toretti tomorrow. So
All right.
all right.
That's fair.
right,
It
well-
makes sense since I'm under investigation, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
right.
yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Yep.
All right. Any further questions? Just make sure he's got a representative.
Mm-hmm. Can I have a word with you outside, Bass? Unofficially.
As long as it's off the
Absolutely.
record, boys. All
It
right.
is off the
Yep.
record. Here, look. Leave my badge in here.
Oh boy, oh
Thanks,
boy.
Ripley.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
It sucks, but yeah, we got to make sure our own
the
house is
fuck
in
was
order
he
sometimes.
I don't know.
fuck
I
was he
don't know.
He's telling me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, while we're off the record, why didn't he just take the fifth man or just shut up? Like,
I can't get him to shut up. He's too fucking honest. All he wants to do is talk, and he thinks if he's just honest and says everything, that he'll be fine.
well, he fell on the sword for Dante, if nothing else. So
Yep.
Yeah, it's a shame, man.
Some
I mean,
psycho
it's,
cat.
he's a good. He knows what he's doing. He just kind of fucking lost his
in a
head
moment
there
of
a bit.
weakness for an info sec.
All right, I'll take him to mode
Is
off.
anyone following up on Soze about giving him orders to kill them and bury him or something?
We'll have a chat with Souza, yeah. A more official
Maybe you
chat,
should suspend
hopefully.
him from the state police or something.
And then give the spot to you.
I mean, you said it, but I mean, I would graciously accept. But
I'll make sure to run that one by Divine since he's technically the
man.
primary on this shit show.
That sucks.
This is
'cause
really good.
he's
Holy
one of
shit.
the FTOs that's around pretty often.
How about Bass?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why I
he's-
said, well, I mean, he's gonna have a personal
He
conversation.
lied
with
about
him
details
because,
all over.
I have a feeling we're
Well,
we
I mean,
need
he
to
was
start just
covering up a
pushing
lot of
out
it.
certs left and right to get some of these people to solo. We have a
Yeah,
lot
how
of
did
a
Lenny
lot of
Hawk
payroll
get
we gotta
solo
fill.
so fast?
Well, he was one of the original hires for this.
How's he
batch,
not
so he's had a
arrested?
lot of
Because we're,
experience already. I think he's doing pretty good overall.
We're pushing.
No, yeah, he's not
we're
bad, but I was
giving
saying,
it to the
like, you know,
DA for the
he's good, and
investigation
these other ones are good
before
too,
we
so-
just randomly push it. Because there's other shit we don't know what they want to do. This is internal. We're not going to jump the gun.
I kind of want to see if they push for animal cruelty.
I mean, honestly, I have no idea how this person is not 5150'd.
I believe the psychologist would say he's not. It doesn't sound like he may be a danger to others specifically.
At this point, he's literally crawling into police cars and pretending to be a cat. So the whole "is he a danger to himself" like should be spiked at the very yes end of the spectrum. At this
Hey,
point,
the
he's
Harvey
literally
Lane
getting
report's
himself hurt.
done.
Well, it'll look a lot better for Bass if he was 5150.
Yeah, maybe we should work on that before any kind of legal stuff happens.
Let's go Divine's up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man, good stuff, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, appreciate it, dude. Yeah, man, fucking. You see how much
held
I
it
fucking
down,
put in
dude.
that document already?
Yeah, dude. If you don't get a, do you want to be an MCD?
I mean, at this point, if
You might as well.
fuck it, I'm pretty much in it now, right?
If you didn't get some sort of promotion out of this, Jesus.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I personally just want tools to fucking chase people down and catch them. I want Air One. I want fast cars, bikes, whatever the fuck. You know, if Sergeant gives me a fucking, slick top, I want that. I don't give a shit what the hell it is.
That is true. You do need your bike.
Oh, yeah, that's my goal, man. I just, I don't give a shit about, investigations cool and all, and I don't mind doing it. I mean, I'll do it here and there, but
Motherfucker needs his bike.
I don't want to do
That's what you
IA.
need. Fuck these investigations. You just need a fucking bike.
No shit. I mean, that'd be ideal, but there's hurdles for that
Just
one.
be like, hey, hold the promotion. Give me a bike.
I hate
You
how
got
it's
reserved
such...
parking for a reason.
Yeah, I know. Well, the fucking nobody wants me to have a motorcycle though. Bullshit. It's only one person holding me back.
What the fuck is holding you back?
The federal lead. The one at the tippy top, all right?
You think he like knows that like every criminal is fucked and he doesn't want that to happen?
Maybe.
I was like, oh fuck, I don't think we bring out a bike because Mac's around. Like, oh, what's funny? I never see local motorbikes around whenever you're around, Mac. It's very weird.
Really? What do you mean?
Like, the local motorbikes. The
Oh,
PV
right.
ones?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm even allowed to use it.
Yeah, there's shit.
Hey, thanks
Yeah,
to the both of you, just by the way.
Yeah, no problem, man. I got you.
That's no problem.
Bobby came up to me. I'm like, all right, well, if Bobby's asking for something, it must be urgent. And, he wouldn't just ask me out of nowhere for nothing.
I'll be honest. I can't believe he admitted all that.
I can't believe he didn't I would have fifth the whole fucking thing.
I would have just been like, they're bullshitting. I didn't do nothing. That's it. But I guess that's like, I wouldn't even say it's guilt. He's just kind of being honest to be honest at this point. You know what I mean? Because he's getting fucked regardless.
He could have left that whole scene out.
I'm gonna go change that, okay, sir?
He totally could have left that whole scene out and been
42,
fine.
good to go.
I still don't believe. Like, I find it really hard to believe that the thing is, he was talking, but he wasn't saying everything either. Because that scene 100% was tampered with. There's no way that they punched him and there was no blood.
I think he was trying to protect Dante, and that was probably his primary motivator.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, Divine, is there?
Well, we aren't upset with Dante.
Still good.
Hey, we're still gonna go talk to Dante. Yeah, we still need to talk to Dante.
Before we go to the DA, I'm gonna be around tomorrow. I don't know if you can be around, Malton. Mac, I know you said you can. Want to try to interview Dante, get him Mirandized, get his statement in there, and then we're just gonna have to clean up this document and fully present it to the district attorney and see what they want to do with it.
Depending on the time, if you want to email me, I could be around, but I may be more of a observer than an active participant. But I would still like to be here for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I guess Dante is my direct report at this point.
All right. Well, I'm
As I
sure
said,
Dante's gonna be on earlier.
Yeah, I mean, like if I can't be around, like don't wait up
for
for me.
once.
But
Call
yeah, I
her
mean, Divine can just email me, and I could say if I could come in or not.
Let me just call a cop real quick, see what she wants.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I had her going through. Ask her if she found anything on the 911s or 311s.
Hey, I didn't have number but saved.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Didn't have your number and I wanted to have it saved.
Okay, good. You got it now. Were you able to grab the 911s or anything, or the 311s?
If they even exist.
I'm still looking them. Actually, I'm having to stop right now because I'm gonna lose all of them if I don't look. So.
Oh, okay.
We'll be right. I will send them over to you. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So, just so you know, in terms of a public front here, we I don't know if you talked to Bobby at all.
Not in depth. He thought I was on duty.
Oh, okay. Well, he's suspended from MCD pending investigation, and he's gonna be able to do normal patrol, standby on FTO until confirmation from Toretti and Angel and all that. So
Okay.
that's kind of where he's sitting. Did talk about the incident quite in depth, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Ron is going to.
Yeah, I'm talking about Boss in general. He's spoken about the whole thing pretty much. So
Ron Otterman's going to have an article.
okay.
He was there.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I'll be back. Are you back after the storm?
Yeah, I'll be back on. Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay. I'm going to try and see if I can find anything in these 311 calls then.
Okay, amazing. Oh, right. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to go.
Gotcha. Okay, bye. She's going to go through all the 911s and 311s right now. And because we only got like 11 minutes here, so she's got to do it quick.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think those would add anything because he basically copped to being at the location, right? We don't need 911.
Just like the things that I don't know. It might be little details that he didn't fucking...
Yeah, it might add something.
All right.
That's what you get for being a fucking sergeant now. How do you feel?
Yeah. Well, I just don't understand why people do stupid shit sometimes.
I mean, if you
that's
think
shift
about it-
two. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
this-
I won't say it's what it feels like to be a sergeant, Mac. I feel like it's what it's like to be around in this shit.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I mean, I guess the cops are, they've just been around it long enough. They go to different, different lengths than we would normally do.
Yeah. Well.
That's what makes it shift two.
Yeah. Hey, Pins, can you give me, Mac, and Malt in a minute?
Yeah, I got you. You're all good. I'm probably gonna head off for the night though. Good shit.
All right,
guys.
buddy. I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah,
Hey, really
thanks for all
good
the
shit
help,
tonight,
Pins.
Pins.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. You have you have an interest in major crimes, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, now that
I mean, we had a discussion about it.
so
But
okay,
we had a discussion about it with G and U, correct?
yeah,
Might be hiring.
yeah. I mean,
Well, it looks like I'm going to be indefinitely suspending one GNU member.
So I'll let you know where my thoughts were, where I wanted to go.
Mhm.
I mean, a long shot would be trooper, is what I put my name in the hat for. I also, I've been working on the FTO thing because I knew it was an opening, something to do with it. I don't know if that's going to hold me off for this, but I mean, I'd be down for. I mean, this would be the MCD I'd be looking at, if anything.
So I'll be upfront from just the way I'm looking at things, Mac. Obviously, I can't confirm anything, but with the way the cadet situation is now and with the expanded payroll, I'm guessing that the exclusivity is not going to be as exclusive anymore.
Okay.
I could be wrong on
Yeah,
that.
they're not, because of the cadet situation and everything.
Right. Okay.
They're kind of going. We're kind of doing away with the exclusivity.
I
okay.
will say this, just as a heads up, though, you would, in the beginning, at the very least, you would probably only be able to be like a basic FTO, so not the FTI. So you couldn't do like
No, I'm
finals
not really
or
looking to be
group
FTI.
sign-off.
That's fine.
Yeah, if you're not looking to be an FTI, then
no,
that
fuck
wouldn't
that.
even
No,
be an issue with you.
I was literally just trying to fucking be able to take it
Yeah,
outside.
so
'cause there's a
you
queue.
could still FTO and do detective work. There just needs to be a fine line, obviously, of and you've been around the fucking block long enough.
Yeah, just make sure I'm
take
doing everything.
cadets out on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and
yeah, of
don't-
course. Yeah, fuck
exactly.
that. No, I'd be standard
Um,
patrol, let them drive, or I'd be breaking off and doing this. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Yeah, if you want it, I'm in.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna probably have you starting to assist on some stuff then, if you're interested.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. If you
'Cause I
get,
wanna-
just put me, just give me some case or something like that. I'll just start put my ear down.
You're typically like all over, but when
Yeah,
what do
that's
you-
kinda-
all right. Like,
That's kind of what I was. One of the
Yeah,
things I
I'm
was
kind
really
of I'm
interested-
around the clock for the most part. I normally like to settle in, super late. But that super late turns into EU, and then EU
Yeah.
kind of catches my
Turns into
ear, and
NA.
I really like the EU shift too. So, and then if something drags on longer than that, I just kind of stick around. It usually tails into NA, if anything.
Yeah, I know you're all over the fucking place.
I guess
so-
Divine. I mean, we could discuss it more later, but given what just happened, I think Mac would be pretty good for meth street bus, and then he could like work his way up with that general thing.
Yeah, I was thinking like Davio. Now, apparently, this Lost MC shit might have gotten out, but I do need people looking into the Lost.
Okay. I mean, I could be surveillance easily. Like
yeah, that's what I'm
no
saying,
fucking
and I
problem.
wanted to have. See, this is the issue. It's probably gonna have to be. I'm trying to think of the time they're around. It's probably gonna have to be like you, Dark, and Snow.
Be shift one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if that's.
Like, if
I
you
mean, I
see
can
those
make that
guys.
work. Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right.
and then if they're not around, you could do you could try to be a little more sneaky in the south side, but not to the level that we've been hearing Bass has been doing apparently.
Nah,
yeah.
man, I am fucking low key. If anything, it's gonna be, what is it? Just UC walking around, just keeping an eye on shit. Just sitting in a car or something.
I'll say this. I haven't received confirmation yet, but I have a feeling that the locals are scared shitless out there because I can't think of a time we got a drug sale call on the south side. Have you, Mac?
No, I haven't seen one.
Yeah, so I think we need to be proactive in busting street dealers. And so in order to do that, we actually have to be down there to see the hand-to-hands,
Right. Okay.
So that's kind of where my head is at. Is if you go UM in the south side, I mean, yeah, just keep an eye on things, but
I'll
especially
speak
hand
to
to
Raven, but I'm probably gonna clear you to assist on cases.
Okay.
So I like to have people cleared assisting on cases, see if they're a good fit, and see how they like it, and then go from there and offer them probationary.
Sure. No
essentially.
problem. Yeah, you just give me file what you want me to work on specifically, details what I should be looking for, kind of stuff, and yeah,
Yep.
easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I might actually get Raven in town tonight, because there's a few people that I'm interested in recruiting for his unit. Now losing Bass, I definitely need people.
Is Raven going to be around after the storm? Do you know?
Like in like 8 hours, 6 hours.
Oh,
so
that's right. Okay.
But yeah, cool. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
you
fuck
definitely
it.
had
No,
interest.
I appreciate it. No, I'm
Yeah.
So the way I normally do things is feel like I fit the role, and then if a spot wants to get handed, then I'll fucking take it. But it's I like to fill the need, then try to push in where it's not.
Yeah, and I know you had interest in GNU, and it kind of works out perfectly because I think around the times you're usually around is when the Lost is having the investigation on them is going to start.
Okay.
So that's kind of works out. I can have your assistant on that.
Yeah, and I know Snow is pretty good about that shit, so I can always.
He was filled. See, this is the issue. I believe it was him, Snow, and Dante that were, and Dante and Bass are going to be suspended. So I got to get with Snow tomorrow.
Yeah, I work well with Snow anyway. That's
yeah, I know.
Perfect.
I mean, a lot of us. I mean, hell, you Raven fucking trained me all the time through shift fucking 3.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, easy.
And
No,
going into shift
that's
1,
good. And I know Snow's good. He's got a good ear and eye for what the Lost do to be able to approach it perfectly without having
I fucking love Dark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dark's on it too. Okay.
Yeah, I think I might. I'm gonna be talking to Raven. I'm gonna go through a list of final names. I think for GNU, this will probably be like the final recruiting wave for a long time. So yeah, I'll definitely have you assisting. Like I said, you're not major crimes in any capacity. Just you're gonna be assisting at first, and then I'll probably give you a little detective.
So this will have to be. I have to be marked at this point.
I'll clear you. Like I said, I'll speak to Raven. When you're assisting on cases, I don't mind you going plain clothes and stuff like that. So I give leeway a lot of the time.
Hold off on the solo on Marks. I think.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Make
gonna
sure
worry.
you're with somebody.
I'll just say, stay off on the solo. Oh no, I would never do solo unmarked.
Yeah, exactly. You're good. You're good to go plain clothes with like with somebody like because so basically Snow isn't allowed to. Because Snow's a trooper, he's not allowed to investigate. However, I love Snow, and I've given him clearance without letting High Command know.
Well, he's not allowed to investigate.
Why? Because
technically he's not MCD because
he's not MCD, and they want him investigating state police stuff and the racing scene. They don't want him doing like city investigations. So I have him working on stuff because I think he's a great fucking asset, and he. I owe a lot to Snow.
Fuck, I don't see why
jurisdictions can be a bitch sometimes, I guess.
I don't see why Snow shouldn't have any part of MCD, dude.
Exactly.
I
mean, I agree, but I got to work with what I've been given. So he's not officially MCD, but I've given him full clearance for UMUC stuff.
Okay.
So like I wouldn't mind you going UM with him. I wouldn't mind you going UM with like Dark. I wouldn't mind you going UM, with. Who the fuck else is around that time? That's like
Kozlov or Luca.
Yeah, Kozlov. Luca Kozlov.
Luca got into some shit too, didn't he?
Yeah, Luca's gotten that a little bit of shit. I don't think it's as big as Bass, but I'll be real. A lot of Luca's stuff is very, very unlucky. I don't really think it's like.
Okay.
It was 3 of them down there, and they pulled guns on somebody who rolled up on them, and then he got shot. You know what I mean? Like. It's just shit like that's unlucky. Like they had 3 cops with a gun on guns on them, and then he just pulled the trigger. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of unlucky stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. So you just let me. I mean, like we're running on the line here, but
yeah. I'll let you know. I'm gonna probably come around after Tsunami.
Okay. Oh, you will be. All right. I wasn't sure. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm not. Good night. Good night to both of you.
Yeah. Night, Mom. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll probably I'll fill you in the morning essentially, fully. After I speak with Raven. Perfect.
Good shit.
Another time.
Good shit.
Another day in paradise. Time and place, chat. That's sometimes just how it works. Booyah. You like that shit, chat? You like that shit? Boom. Fucking MC motherfucking Dizzle, bro. We got the fucking we're major crimes, dude. Undercover detective fucking back in action. Fuck yeah. That's actually pretty fucking awesome. And what's cool about it is I didn't even oh yeah. I didn't even like ask for it. Land Jim, thanks to 10.